Welcome to GripeCast with your host, Alex Hernandez. This show is dedicated to consumer technology news and pop culture. GripeCast is owned by Techaeris. Visit Techaeris.com for the latest tech reviews, news, entertainment, and pop culture. Now sit tight, the show's about to begin. All right, and welcome to the least listened to podcast on the internet. This is GripeCast, episode 17, coming at you on Friday, May 31st, which is my daughter's birthday, along with Clint Eastwood's birthday, which is pretty cool. She was not impressed by that, by the way, and she has no clue who Clint Eastwood is, but we will forgive her for that, since she's only 12. Anyway, happy Friday. Welcome to GripeCast. Welcome to the show. We're going to talk Google once again. We have two things to talk about today. First, we're going to talk about Google's response to the documentation leaks that just happened that we talked about in the last podcast. And then I'm going to talk about some of the things I've observed through these past few months surrounding Google search, the Google algorithm, websites, and SEO, which I was putting some thought into it, and I just kind of had some things I want to get off my chest. So, but let's jump right into this Google response over their documentation leaks that that they released yesterday. And they talked to Barry Schwartz of Search Engine Land, and Barry's a well-known SEO specialist. Let's put that in quotes, specialist. There's a lot of these SEO specialists, and I noticed a lot of them are also Google preferred partners. I don't know about Barry, but they do tend to reach out to Barry a lot, which, you know, I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, but to me, that's a little suspect when a corporation is reaching out to specific people to make a comment. So, at any rate, let's just talk. Let's read through what Barry has to write and what this Google spokesperson has to say about the leak of the Google algorithm API. Now, there's been some controversy whether or not this is true code from the Google algorithm, or if it's just like API codes that are kind of on the side. They're not. They work with the Google search algorithm, but not necessarily a major part of it. So I leave that to you to research. Either way, Google has confirmed that this stuff is indeed their property and part of their search efforts. Let's just put it that way. Well, Barry writes, the search community is still unpacking and processing the huge reveal of the Google search ranking documents. Everyone has been asking why Google hasn't commented on the leak. Well, Google has finally commented. Search Engine Land spoke to a Google spokesperson about the data leak. What Google told us that a lot of assumptions are being published out of context based on incomplete information from the data leak. Google added that search ranking signals are constantly changing. This is not to say Google's core ranking principles change. They do not. But the specific and individual signals that go into Google's rankings do change. Google told us. A Google spokesperson sent us the following statement. And this is a quote. Quote, we would caution against making inaccurate assumptions about search based on out-of-context, outdated, or incomplete information. We've shared extensive information about how search works and the types of factors that our system weigh, while also working to protect the integrity of our results from manipulation. End quote. Google, however, won't comment about the specific elements, which are accurate, which are invalid, which are currently being used, how they're being used, and how strongly weighted they are being used. So that's a complete cop-out answer. It's a non-answer. It's just a good PR response to some, this turmoil that they're going through right now. So I'm calling them out. I don't believe them. They're liars, plain and simple. I don't know why anybody would believe Google anymore, and why we ever did believe Google. For years they've taken our data, and for years they've been using it and building their database. And for years we thought they were there to make the best product for their users, but it's far beyond that. So Barry continues on. Google would not comment about specifics because Google never comments on specifics when it comes to its ranking algorithm, a spokesperson told me. Google said if they did comment, spammers and or bad actors could use it to manipulate its rankings, and that's bull. They are already using information and data to manipulate rankings, and the SEO community is part of that. That's not just spammers and bad actors. It's actual people that work in this industry, in the SEO industry. One major clarification I need to make is that I don't consider myself part of the SEO industry. I'm not an SEO expert. I'm not an SEO person. I do SEO because I can't afford to pay someone to do it. And now, maybe in the early days, I probably, if I had the funds, if I had the capital to be able to do that, I probably would have done it. These days, from everything I've learned, it's a game. SEO is a game. It's a big gambling game that you play with Google, and Google plays with you. And that's just the bottom line. And I'm going to stop on this article and just go right into it. It's a good segue to the next topic, which is SEO and websites. One of the recurring themes that I've discovered throughout this situation with Google is many of these SEO experts are niche, what they call niche website holders, publishers. A lot of these niche websites are owned and operated by people who are in the SEO business, and they have multiple websites ranging across topics. So you'll find someone that owns a website, a travel website, but they also have a food website, and they have a tech website, and they have a reviews website, and they have a whatever website, knives website, whatever it might be. They carve out these websites to create that's why they call them niches, one topic websites. And what they do is they populate it with content. And frankly, I don't think that they care so much about the content, how good the content is, because they farm that out. They'll farm out articles. They'll hire people to write articles about certain, whatever the niche is about. It's not the actual person that's running the website that's doing this. All they're interested in is driving traffic by manipulating SEO and Google search results. I mean, that's what they do. That's what SEO is. And that's one thing I've noticed throughout this whole thing, and reading posts on X, is they are heavily involved in multiple websites and running them based only on traffic and return of ad revenue. So, and is there anything wrong with that? No. I mean, they want to make money. I don't care that they want to make money. But what really got me was when I started Techaeris in 2013, I had no idea what SEO was. I remember working for a couple blogs before, a couple websites prior, and the information was there. I saw the term SEO, and I saw people talking about it, but I never really dug into it because it wasn't my responsibility as a writer for those sites. I would just write. They would take care of the SEO, and they would tell me that just write the article. Don't worry about everything else. We'll take care of that. Okay, no problem. So when I started my site in 2013, it was very poorly optimized SEO wise. And even to this day, we're not perfect. I mean, I'm still learning this whole thing, and I don't know all the ins and outs that these SEO people know, and all the loopholes and all the way you can manipulate the search results. But these folks do, they know this. And when I started Techaeris, my goal was to do something I loved. I love writing about tech. I love reviewing tech. It's what I like to do. It's my passion. I've been doing it since 2013, and I love it. And I've never used my site as a marketing tool other than the normal stuff of saying, getting on social media and saying, hey, check out this new site. Check out Techaeris. It's fresh, independent website. You can check it out. And we do tech reviews. We do tech news. We do some entertainment, all that kind of stuff. That's normal. But I've never built an email list. I've never done any marketing aside from organic marketing on social media and platforms, like that. Platforms like MeWe and X and Facebook and LinkedIn, and Google Plus was a big one for us when we first started. So I've always, and I only have one website, and that's the other big difference I've noticed. A lot of these niche website holders, I saw one on X yesterday posting how they just started a new website, and they bought Facebook followers, and they're growing their new niche website with this first batch of followers, and it's succeeding. So this is what they do. This is how most of the websites you see, and maybe that's why Google is fed up with it. Maybe we're in this pickle because there's not enough real, true people running websites that actually enjoy and are passionate about that topic. They're passionate about making multiple websites across multiple topics to make more money. And again, nothing wrong with making money. I want to make money. We need to make money. I get it. But I guess what I'm getting at here is I feel a little slighted by Google that we've been wrapped up and tied up into this issue. If it is indeed those niche websites, those small independent niche websites that are their target, sites like ours are getting wrapped up into that, and we are not a niche website. We're in the tech space, but we cover a broad variety of topics on my site. Everything from entertainment to pop culture to tech to reviews, and how-to guides and whatever else we have here. So I just wanted to bring that observation out. I don't know that many people know, at least my audience. I know you guys don't know how these things are operating. So you just have to think when you hit a website and let's say you're looking for recipes and you find a website that's maybe not mainstream and it's showing you, recipe for, I don't know, artichoke dip. And, probably more than likely that website is owned by a niche website investor. I'm going to call them investors. That's what they are. So they invest into these websites. They buy the domains, they create the site, and then they have someone else write the content for them. And then they move on and create another site and, hire someone that, and I'm sure they're not paying these writers much. Freelance writing is not typically a well-paid position. So next time you're on the web, realize that. And when you go to Techaeris, realize that that is me. That is me. That's Jason. That's Kyle. That's Josh and Stormy. That's the crew right there. There's no other website aside from that. And we just started GripeCast. When I first started Techaeris, I started I tried doing another site called More Geek, and that was more of a entertainment-based website. But I found running two websites was difficult, maintaining everything. So I decided just to combine everything into Techaeris and just have one website where we covered everything. And maybe I should have done what these niche website builders and investors have done. Maybe I should have done more and expanded my topic range into more URLs, into more domains, so that I could spread my content across multiple websites where I wouldn't have to, where you can basically trying to maximize your revenue, right, by having multiple domains. But I think that's what Google has been targeting. I think that's what they're not liking. And is it right? I don't think it's right that Google's doing what they're doing to those sites either. But I also feel a little bit. I have a lot of feelings when I realized what I realized. I mean, I feel dumb in some respects. I feel dumb for not taking, I guess, for not thinking about the money. And that's where most of these websites are. That's the first thing they think about is the money, is investment and making the money. I was fool enough to get into this out of passion, out of something that I love doing, and it's certainly something I don't want to stop doing. So, I appreciate everybody's support, and I've gotten support over this past few months. People that know me and people that follow me for a long time on social media, they know who I am, and I'm hoping that as I get an audience here on GripeCast, I'm hoping you guys will know who I am and what I'm about, and I hope you understand that I do have a keen interest in consumer technology and technology in general, and that I love it and that I love writing about it. I wish all that I did was right, but lately it's been a lot of headache, wrestling with numbers, wrestling with Google, wrestling with future, trying to figure out how to pivot. There's that word again, pivot. Trying to figure out how to right the ship, because we didn't start off this journey in an effort to make tons of money. Matter of fact, I worked for the first 5 years of this company. I worked a full-time job and made nothing for 5 years on this. And I invested and put money into it. And then I finally got to a spot where I was able to at least take care of my family for the basics. And for the past 4 years, for about 3.5 years, it was pretty good. We were doing good, and things were looking up. Our traffic was doing great, and I thought, hey, we're gonna start shooting up higher, and we're gonna make a success out of this. It's going to work. Thank you, Lord. And then Google stepped in with these updates, with their reviews update, their HCU update, and this March Core update, and they've all but decimated us. And I've talked about it in length in my other podcasts. It's not encouraging, but we are trying to get ourselves pulled back up. So that may be a future without Google. The way Google's going right now, who knows? The way search is going right now, with these large language models that are overtaking pretty much everything in sight. I don't know. I don't know where we're headed. where, my best advice to people, and I've said it time and again, is quit using Google. Quit using not only their search engine, quit using their email, quit using their documents, quit using all the free, quote, free. I'm putting my air quotes up here, free. Quit using their free services. Find something different. Even if you have to pay. I'm paying for services now because I can't use Google anymore. And that's how they dragged us into this, is because they gave us all these free services, and now many people are invested and tied down to those services that it's hard to get out of them. So that's this is a Friday rant. Let's just call it that. I'll put that in the in the title. This is my Friday rant, my Friday Google rant. I know there's a couple of trailers and a couple other things that came out entertainment-wise. I didn't do an entertainment podcast this week. I don't know. Maybe I will tomorrow. Who knows? Got a lot going on, but I just wanted to rant. I just kind of, I wanted to give you Google's statement, response to their leak. It was very short, and it was very innocuous and pretty much a nothing burger. There was nothing there, and I wouldn't expect anything less from a big faceless corporation. Well, faceless, anyway. All right. Well, happy Friday, guys. I really hope that you guys have had a great week, a short week. I know that we had Memorial Day on Monday. Hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you guys will have a great weekend. Stay blessed. Be blessed. Bless others. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves, for sure. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me, listening to my podcasts, checking out the website, checking out our reviews, checking out all the content that I have and what I'm doing online. Make sure you follow me on X. Follow us on MeWe. Those are the two major platforms that I'm on consistently, but we're on all major platforms. Everything from locals to LinkedIn to Facebook to Getter to Mastodon to Threads. And we even have a Telegram channel. So we're there. We're on the platform you're on, so make sure you follow us, bookmark us, support independent websites, support independent non-niche websites, let's put it that way. Support those that have a passion for what they do, because there's not a whole lot of that left right now. Just being honest, and I might piss off some people, and I might get some unfollows, or I might even get some hate, but I'm not trying to get down on anybody, but I just don't see a whole lot of passion in what a lot of these niche website owners do. There are some, don't get me wrong. It's not an across the board thing. There are some, but they're few and far between. So thanks, guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we will talk to you on the other side.